Hello, Billy, back at it again with another series, and I'm so excited for this series because you probably see the title down in the description or the title, whatever. But it is a life of game hunting, or the life of game hunting, and I am so excited to do this because I've never done anything like this before. And if you don't know me, I'm Billy. Welcome to Alpha Clock Productions if this is your first video. And what we do here is we make videos about anything. We make a video about every day, but this series is about me doing video game stuff. I have a huge collection. I hit 250 games, I think. We're gonna look at that in a little bit, but it's amazing because I actually never done a thing like this or a series like this, and it's kind of sad because it's just kind of sad. But I'm getting off of school. I'm gonna have a summer now, so during these next 2 months, during this season 3 of Alpha Clock, I'm gonna be off of school, and then I'm gonna be making these videos. So yeah, so with these life of game hunting videos, in this episode I'm gonna be showing you my Excel sheet that I put all my games on. I'm gonna be showing you my Craigslist, my eBay like stuff that I'm selling right now, and I'm gonna be telling you a story at the end of just happened yesterday, which is crazy. It literally just happened yesterday. But I'm gonna be showing you all this stuff in, like, this one video, but maybe the future ones I'm gonna record going to the flea market, or I'm gonna show you my pickups. And it's just the life of game hunting, So I'm really excited for the series, and I hope you enjoy it. But we're just gonna get right started anyway. And this series is gonna be more chill, so I can actually, like, it's not gonna be like, it's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be like professional where I have to like really take time to edit it. I just really want to pack as much good stuff into one video as possible and not make it as long. But I just want to pack all the good stuff in one, because so much in my life happens in these like game hunting. But yeah, I guess we're gonna get right into it. I might show off my game collection stuff, but maybe later, but sometimes. But let's just get into the first thing, so I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with this stuff. But so this is my Excel sheet, and it goes on and on and on and on and on and on with games and stuff like that. So if we go down here, this is pretty much my main priority of my hobbies. I also do computer stuff. I just built a computer like last year. I used to play piano a lot, but not really. Other little stuff that I do, but this is my main. This is probably like the most time I spend on doing stuff. So this is, if we go down here, I have 258 games, which is crazy. And it's funny because the other day I showed this, like, we had to do a PowerPoint thing for English. So I did like my video game collection, and when I showed people this, they were freaking like mind blown. I just can't even believe how like crazy. Like, I didn't think it was that crazy, but I guess it is kind of crazy. It just took a longer time to set up, but I know it's kind of hard to see. But I have 20. This should be 21 now. I think, or is it 20? I didn't add the XCGS, but if we add that right now. I do have an Atari XCGS, so I'm gonna add that. So whoops, that was not meant to happen. So as you see here, these are my consoles. I got this is my whole collection is based on finding stuff at thrift stores, flea markets, trades from people, and that's pretty much it. I barely buy games at retail price because screw that, and the challenge of finding stuff at at flea markets and thrift stores, the challenge is real, and the feeling is insane when you do find the stuff. So if you see here, trade from my cousin, NES, I got Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Wii U. You can read all yourself. PlayStations, all the Xboxes, Sega CD, 32X, Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast, Atari 2600, 3DO, Odyssey 2, Atari XCGS. I gotta fill that stuff in eventually. But that's pretty much it. I thought I updated this, but I guess not. But anyways, this should be 21 game consoles. I just hit 21, and as you see over here, what is it? It's like 5 to 17. So I gained like 5 consoles in the past 2 months. So I started collecting in 2013, around like, I got my GameCube, let's see, December 18th, 2013. That was my first console when I was actually going to start collecting. Well, kind of, like, it was around that. So I would say the beginning of 2014, when I was really trying to collect, and it's pretty awesome. So if you see here, I got my 360 this year, in January. I got my Sega CD in March, at the end of March, beginning of April. What else did I get this year? 3DO, Odyssey 2, and Atari XUGS all this year, which is amazing. As you see for the prices, I got PlayStation 1 and 2 for $16 total, PlayStation 3 for $20. I'm not even kidding, it's just insane. Original Xbox in the box with like 8-10 games for only $50, great deal. 360 for only $50 with games, with controllers, with cords. Xbox One, I bought that new, obviously. Sega 32X, I put $30, but if you watched the video, if you watched my video a couple weeks ago, this is crazy, I bought this bundle from Craigslist. It was an N64. This woman messaged me and she said, what did she say? She said, I have an N64 with this Tony Hawk game and with, what did she say? And the Sega CD. And I'm like, ooh, Sega CD. So I messaged her. I was like, how much you want for it? Well, I offered her like 60 or 70 for the whole thing. And then I said send pics. And I offered her 60 for like, there was like Pokemon Stadium, like there was like so many other like N64 games and a Sega CD, right? So she's like, I can do 100, I think it was, yeah, $100. So I bought a Sega CD, N64, Mario Party 1 on N64 with the bundle, dude. And these other games, Pokemon Stadium, that was a good one too. So what I ended up doing, I already have an N64, so I sold that for $60, and I sold Mario Party for like $40. So I made my money back. I gained a Sega CD and I gained Pokemon Stadium. So I got my money back plus a console and a game, which I'm completely fine with. Especially a Sega CD, you cannot find those around. Like, you really can. And I'm surprised it worked the first time. But that's my story about that. If we go down here, PlayStation 1, you know, okay games. PlayStation 2, just, I don't know. If you want to pause the video, you can, but it's pretty much just all my stuff. I got a lot of games for cheap, and I just have a ton of games. It's crazy. Wii U, original Xbox, but this is my Excel sheet. You can see the name of it, price I got it, price I would sell, where I got it, would I trade it, price charting. I used to do eBay, but I changed it up. Rating and when I got it. When I got it's the most interesting, obviously, because it's like, wow, look, I got Breakout on Atari 2600 on September 13th, 2015. I went to the flea market that day. That's weird. And I got this huge Atari lot the other day for $50. All these games plus an Atari Mini. Selling my other Atari for $60. That's on Craigslist. I'm going to show you that. But it's pretty awesome, actually. Holy crap, 6 minutes. But this is Sega. I got a Sega CD game from this game store, and it was pretty nice. I love Sims games, so I have all this. And then yeah, as you see, updated 258 games total, using price charting almost $4,000. If I sold everything, $3,700. Some of these prices are not accurate because I have to go and update all this stuff again, because I've been updated this stuff in forever. So maybe some games were up, down, and around. But if I would have actually sell it, I would sell it for like, I don't know, way low than this. Like, this is not correct. And I bought my whole collection for $1,728. And that doesn't mean I spent $1,700. Well, I did, but it doesn't mean I lost that money. Like, what I do now is I have a piece of paper on what I spend on. So what I do is, like, usually I just try to keep it. Wow, that's so annoying. Exit that Facebook. So what I usually do is where did it go? So what I usually do is buy something, look at the lot, see what I can sell it, and I don't buy things just to like keep in my collection alone, because I don't really want to spend money. So what I do is spend money, get my money back, and add some stuff to my collection. So that $1,728 may be like not correct. I might just spend like maybe $500 or less or something like that. But I definitely got so much money back. I'm definitely paying attention to that now, and it's pretty crazy. So with the most recent stuff, it's been crazy. So I just try to make as much money as possible, and I try to keep as much stuff as I can. And moving on to the next thing, we have, it's been going on like 7 minutes. That's insane. Like, time flies when you're recording. So this is Craigslist. Welcome to Craigslist. This is my OG account from 2014. My first thing I sold was a PlayStation 2 with 2 games on October 15th, 2014. And you know, I had so many, like, these are, like, you think this is all my, like, Craigslist deals and stuff that I had? No, I had probably over, like, 50, 60, 70 Craigslist deals, maybe, because I just, like, one time I had, like, 4 in 1 week, like, that was, like, 2 weeks ago, and I meet people, I sell stuff, I do everything, people fix my stuff, so there could be so many, I can't even remember them all. Like, I buy stuff, I sell stuff, I, you know, get my stuff fixed when it needs to be, I meet people for stuff, so literally, I know I had over 50, like, trying to think, I know I had it, so it's just crazy of, like, how much stuff, it's just insane of how many people I met. And at the time, like, right now, like, at the time, you know, you're kind of nervous for Craigslist because you never used it, but right now, I'm, like, so immune to it and stuff like that, so, you know, it's kind of, I know you're saying, like, oh, yeah, you should be, like, still, like, nervous, not nervous, but, like, you know, like, jumping, whatever, I can't even explain the word. You should be cautious about it because there could still be people, like, yeah, going for you, but it's, like, such a low chance. I know it could happen, but for me, like, thank God it didn't happen, but it was just such a low chance. So right now I'm selling an NES for 50 bucks. I got that for $25 at the thrift store. I'm selling an OG Xbox bundle with cords and stuff. I bought the console only for $2, not even kidding, it was crazy. I bought a PlayStation 2 console for $10, selling it for $40. I know, the craziness is real. And then I bought a 2600 mini with, like, 20 box games for 50 bucks, right? So I added all those box games to my collection, and I added the mini to my collection, and then I sold the other 2600. So it's pretty awesome. So I'm getting my money back plus $10 plus all those games, which I'm fine with. And this is one thing, this is a thing that people don't really know about, and people like, oh, this doesn't work, but this is how I found my Sega CD, this is how I found, like, a lot of stuff. And then actually, if I go here, if I can find it, see, I call it the Backdoor Craigslist, where you say wanted video games and consoles. You know, people don't really post on Craigslist, but they're like, oh, this person wants video games, so I'm gonna message them, how much can you give me for them? And I had so many emails and so much crazy stuff, actually. So if you don't know the Backdoor Craigslist, and a lot of people don't, so I'm taking advantage of it, and I just love this because people message me with the craziest stuff. Like, it's awesome, and it's just like the Sega CD and 64. Like, you will not find that on Craigslist for, like, that cheap. And if I can find this, he says, who is this? Yeah, he has pics. Holy crap, that's big. So this is an N64. He has Super Mario 60. There it is. He has Super Mario 64, Rugrats, Excite Bike, Harvest Moon 64, Harvest Moon 64. That's like a $40 game. Holy crap, can you guess how much I'm buying this for? I cannot even believe. Like, that Harvest Moon, though, is insane. And Mario 64, too, like, if this would go up on Craigslist, it would have been sold in a second. But guess how much I'm selling this, or guess how much I'm buying this for, and I'm going to sell it. So I'm going to buy this console, cords, everything, controllers, 6 games for $75, okay? You think, like, oh, that's kind of a lot, but it's actually not. I'm going to sell the N64 with some of the games for 60 bucks. Right, for 60 again. I know I can get 60 for it. I'm gonna sell Mario 64 on eBay for 20 bucks. I know I can sell it for 20 because bids are going over $20. So I know I can sell it for 20. So there's 80 right there, and there's my money back, plus Harvest Moon 64, which I can probably get 40 for it. So that is like 120 bucks from 60 bucks. That's plus $60 profit, plus Blast Corps, Rugrats, Excite Bike, and Mega Man 64 all in my collection. How much is Mega Man 64? I don't even know. But you, like, oh my god, like, it's just, you see my excitement right now, but seriously, like, this is the crazy stuff where I can buy all this stuff people don't really know, and I can sell the stuff at eBay price and get plus 60 bucks and plus like 4 games, something like that. Like, I hope I get this. I hope this goes through, but it probably will, but I really hope it does. But you just see how like how much is Mega Man 64, but the stuff is, man, like, it's crazy. Mega Man 64, $25 game. I didn't even see this. Holy shit. Like, holy, like, oh my god. $25 game or something like that. Like, Jesus, like $30.40. This is what I mean of the stuff. Like, this guy has good stuff. Let's see how much Excitebike 64 is. I didn't look up these games yet, but you see, like, whoops, but you see the stuff here, and it's just insane. Like, 10 bucks card only. So, like, do the math. How much is that Rugrats game? I don't know. Do the math. I have like that's worth like over 150 bucks. I'm selling, getting my money back, plus all the profit, plus the games in my collection. But if I would sold them all, I would gain like 100 bucks, 60, 70, 80 bucks, or whatever it is. Like, holy shit. Like, honestly, like, my excitement, I know, but man, it's just real. Like, $9, $10 game, it's still fine. $8 game. So, like, you see this, and it's just, man, I cannot even believe the stuff that people have. And in flea markets, this is the best stuff. Like, you will find the best stuff on the Backdoor Craigslist. You don't see this stuff at flea markets, because in Pittsburgh, boom, it's gone in a second. And I have a story to tell you in a little bit, but I swear to God, once it's gone, once they put something good on the table, it's gone in a second. And that's why I hate flea markets, and that's why I'm moving away from it, but I'm still going just to see. But it's just, I'm so excited for this stuff. Last thing I have is my eBay, and as you see here, eBay is actually pretty lit. eBay fees are barely anything, like, you don't even notice them. Shippings, they pay for shippings. It's like $2 for like a game, $3 or $4 or whatever, 2, 3, or 4. It doesn't even matter really. You still get your money back. I'm still making profit from it, so it's amazing. So as you see here, Xbox 360, Halo 4, and Spider-Man, I got for like $8 at the thrift store. I sold it for $20. That's $15 plus $6.65. That's $21. So that's like a $14 profit, $14 or $15 profit, which I'm fine with. Like, I'm definitely fine with. Like, straight $14 profit. And in Mario Party 64, I sold for $36 plus $2.67. That's $38.67, which is still good. I'm getting my money back for the whole bundle that I bought, so I'm fine with that. And then, yeah, it's awesome. So right now I'm selling. Yeah, I'm gonna show you this Battlefront 1 and 2 and these other games in a minute. Metal Gear Solid PS1. I'm selling it for 16 bucks, and I found it for I didn't even find it. I sold it for I bought it at the Goodwill Outlet store for $1. I bought like all these cords plus that game for $1.24. I'm dead fucking serious. $1.24. Metal Gear Solid, like the best game on PS1, and I'm instant $15 profit. Seriously, it's insane. Super Mario Advance, $8. I bought this. I know I'm going on and on, but I hope you enjoy it. I don't know if you do, but hopefully you do. But I bought this broken Game Boy Advance plus 2 games for $10. Super Mario Advance and this other thing. So I sold the Game Boy Advance working. It worked. Game Boy Advance and Advance Wars GBA, whatever it is, for $25. That's a whatever it is, like $15. Yeah, $15. $15 profit plus this $8 for Super Mario Advance. Boom, straight profit right there. It's amazing how the deals are real. And then the last thing I have to show you, I know it's a long video, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And you know, you see my hypeness, you see my hype for this stuff. Like, honestly, that's pretty much it for the past weeks and stuff like that. I recently, like I said, I got all them consoles. Not much other, but this happened yesterday. So if we switch over here, I got these games. This is the craziest shit ever. So I got these PS2 games: Okami, Shadow of the Colossus, Final Fantasy X, Unimusha 2, Unimasha, whatever. Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. I got all of these at the thrift store for guess how much? It was $25. But if you think this game, look at, like, you see it and like you're like, oh, this is weird. This is a $25 game alone on freaking eBay. That's insane. So I got Ukami, then Shadow of the Colossus. This is a $20 game. Dead Series 2. Final Fantasy, and these are actually good games too. Final Fantasy X, I bought it because it's Final Fantasy, and I'm probably gonna play it. I'm gonna Unimasha 2, and then Battlefront 1 and 2, and then 1. These games are pretty. The value actually went down on these because the new one, like the Xbox, the second one on Xbox was like $40. I'm like, holy shit. But I got all of these for $40, and you want to know how competitive Pittsburgh is with these games? So I walked in the thrift store. I seen the card right in front of the game, so I'm like, this woman just stocked the shelf, so I'm going. So I go in. I'm like this. I walk in, and then I'm picking through all these games, and it was crazy. I'm picking through all these games. And then I'm making a maybe pile, but I missed a couple games which I was kind of mad of. Like this Activision Atari Hits on PSP. I should have picked that up because I'm so stupid for not picking that up. But I made a maybe pile. It was these games plus 3 games like God of War, maybe Ratchet and Clank, and something else. But I went up and I picked these games. I put them in the maybe pile, and a guy comes like 5 seconds after behind me. This is how competitive Pittsburgh is. He comes up behind me, and I'm like, holy shit, look what I got, dude. He's like, ooh, Ratchet and Clank, ooh, this other game, like games that I don't want because they're not valuable, and each game was like $3 or $4 at the thrift store, which it did add up, so I didn't want to buy every single one, right? So he comes behind me, and he's like, I'm like, bitch, just in time, swear to God, just in time for this PS2, and he's like, ooh, this game, and I said, dude, I swear to God, I said this. I said, dude, look what I got, and he said, Ukami. He's like, wow. He said, wow. He said, you're lucky. And he's like, are you definitely gonna buy them? I said, hell yes. And I said that. Not kidding. I freaking said that. And just Battlefront 1 and 2, like good games. Unimashi, Final Fantasy, like I just can't even believe that I found it. And then after I left and came back, I was looking for other stuff, but I came back and it was another guy like picking through the stuff. So this woman just restocked this. Somebody probably just gave the whole PS2 collection away to the thrift store like maybe the day before. So it was Monday and they're closed on Sunday. So I had the first pickings on this game stuff. On Monday, they don't stock in the morning. They stock at like 2 o'clock, maybe every day. It probably depends like what game stuff. 2 o'clock on a Monday, I got this stuff. Insane stuff, man. Like the shelf was empty in less than 5 minutes. Literally, this shelf had so many PS2 games in this guy's collection because everything was in perfect collection. And I swear to God, this shelf was empty in like 5 minutes. It was absolutely insane. And you just see how competitive this area is. And you know, this is why it's competitive, because when you find this shit, you're like, I feel like a fucking badass. And I feel like a badass right now because I just found these games. So what I'm gonna do, I have these 2 games already. They're on eBay right now for $27 or $28, which I know is kind of a little more than like what it's worth. But if somebody buys it, that's making my money back, $27 or $28. That's making my money back, which I'm completely fine with. And I'm adding all these games to my collection. Like, just look at this, man. Ukami and Final Fantasy and all these games. These are literally like all these games are worth $15 to $20. And if I would sell all these games, they're all worth around $80 to $85. So what a great lot. Thank God I made that maybe pile, because that guy would have came up like a bird and just swiped everything behind me. Swiped everything. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Life of Game Hunting, and you just see how excited I got for the Life of Game Hunting, because it is it's the struggle, but once you find this stuff, you just go balls to the wall and you get hyped. And this is why I do it, because this is like why I do it, because you find the stuff and you just get so excited. But guys, hopefully you enjoy game hunting. Stay tuned for the next one. I might have some footage outside. I know this was kind of long, but definitely exciting. Building out.
Hey, how you doing? So you like that video? That's great. You should probably leave a like and a comment to let us know. Probably share it with your friends too, and hit that subscribe button. Make us feel good about ourselves. Alright, thank you.